Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who might be just here for the book haul, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to start with it. Don't actually know, it is a mini book haul. I don't know which one's in which though. I'm being very careful not showing my address. But we've got two books which I ordered together but arrived separately. I know what they are, but I'm still gasping. Nothing Burns as Bright as You by Ashley Woodfolk. I'm gasping because this feels so nice. It's so soft and lovely. And it's a really floppy book. I wasn't expecting this. It's really... which also means I probably won't damage the spine. It's also smaller than I was expecting. I don't know why I was expecting it to be bigger, but I thought it was going to be a chunky book, and it is 270 pages long, which that's pretty cool. And I believe it is a young adult book, which I didn't know before it came up when I was buying it. Oh, this is going to be so easy to read. Oh, it's so soft and lovely. Really excited for that. And this other one. So this one was already on my list for this month. This other one, it was not, but I saw it and I wanted it. And I actually saw it in the store, but I decided I'd wait and order it online to get free delivery. And then the other book I was going to buy, The Vanishing Act by Britt Bennett, went to 99p as an ebook. So I would save a lot more money buying it as an ebook than I would buying it as a physical book and saving the £2.99 P&P from Waterstones. Anyway, number 2. Oh gosh, is this because I called you number 2? Oh god. That's a satisfying noise. I've seen this in person, so I know what this looks like and feels like, but why can't I get it out? Come to me! It's an exclusive edition, which basically just means it's got this sprayed edge. So this sprayed edge is a Waterstones exclusive, but the works also has a sprayed edge, picture here probably, which is different, obviously, because exclusive. But I preferred this one. Kaylin Bayron. Not Kaylin. I keep mixing the L and the Y around. Kalin? I'm guessing Kalin Bayron. She wrote Cinderella is Dead, which I read last month, which I really loved. It's basically twisted tale of Cinderella, set like 300 years after, which is why Cinderella is dead. And there's this whole great big fairy tale and these balls that happen and all sort of stuff, and it's just dystopia fairy tale. And this is, I believe, a twisted Frankenstein one. She also has one called Poison Heart, which I think is Snow White twisted tale, and there's another one that she does twisted tales, and this one sounds really good. I think it came out this month. It's certainly this year. I'm really looking forward to this. I have a challenge this month to only read books by Black authors, which I got recommendations for that. So my 100% rule is a Black author has to have written it. My secondary rule is not something already on my reading list, my TBR. And a third rule was sort of, I want them all to be by new authors, like authors I haven't seen before, but have read one of her books before, but it was literally last month. So I think if I get through the 5 I've got to read, then this is okay to bend the rules for this one. Especially since it's Halloween-y sort of Frankenstein, and so that's looking forward to that. Anyway, my reads at the moment are Nothing Burns as Bright as You by Ashley Woodfolk in print edition, The Vanishing Act by Britt Bennett in ebook edition, and When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole in audiobook edition. So I've got three different things going on there, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is actually one of the ones that I saw a little bit about it, and it's a queer tale as well, and I love it. I will say that it's a little bit battered from its delivery, which makes me a little bit upset. And this is a little bit as well, which this one is more annoying because this was available in store, and I could have bought one that was in perfect quality, but I ordered it online, and now I've got this. You can't see it on the camera, but I promise you it's sticking out in a weird way. Now I think I'm going to go on to listening to Alyssa Cole. I have started reading Alyssa Cole's When No One Is Watching, and by started, I mean started. I have listened to 2 chapters and the prologue. It's going to be half a chapter, but I realised I wasn't taking it in, so I'm going back to the beginning of that chapter, which is file number 6, by the way. There are 30 files. Yes, there are 27 chapters, and I'm on chapter 3. It's about this woman who... She's the sort of woman who would sit on her stoop outside her house, drinking her coffee and talking to the neighbours. But the neighbourhood is changing. So, by changing, I mean it's becoming a white neighbourhood. There's this, like, property company or whatever who are basically like, this is an up-and-coming neighbourhood. And she's like, what do you mean up-and-coming? It was fine the way it was. But all her neighbours are getting lots of money from this company and moving away because of that. At least I think that's what's happening. Oh, actually it's a thriller. Maybe that's not what's happening. Oh. Anyway. And white people are coming in, and there's been stuff like... She's overhearing stuff. And there was this person who... Or people, I can't remember for sure, who are basically saying that it's a shame that these houses have got in the state they're in. They're perfectly livable houses, but they're all basically renovating it to look like it was back when they were first built, and they're acting like the people who lived there, you know, the black people, have destroyed these houses by not keeping them in its original state. Like, I'm sorry, if you live in a house, do you never paint the walls? Do you never change curtains? People knock down walls all the time. People get rid of fireplaces, people add fireplaces. It's just that people have lived in them. I get you're moving into this place with all this history, so you want it to look like it's from that time. But that doesn't mean that the people who have lived there consistently and changed it as they've grown up or moved it through the family tree and everything. There was also a comment that I think it was... it was this awful comment about people not having big family trees, basically. Or long family trees, I can't remember exactly. That I think is alluding to the fact that people don't know their family history. Could you imagine black people in America not knowing their family history? That's clearly the black... Oh my god. Oh, there's a character that's this is the reaction you're meant to have to this character. I think he was just a one-off character, or he's not going to be in it that much. But, like... And then chapter 2 surprised me because it was suddenly following someone else. The someone else is someone who's recently moved into the neighbourhood. So again, like Such a Fun Age, which I read last week, it's following a black person's point of view and then a white person's point of view, and I'm assuming it's going to mostly swap between them chapter to chapter. So he's recently moved in with his girlfriend. I don't know whether they were living together before or not, but they bought this house together, and it seems basically like his girlfriend hates him, and she's described as the Lululemon leggings wearing type of person, or something along those lines. So do with that what you will. Now my plan is to listen to some more while I play some RuneScape, so I will check in again later. It's the next day, and man, is it getting good. It's getting so, yeah, it's really getting good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think rating-wise, it's at least a 4. It's going to be at least a 4. It depends on how it continues on from this point, whether it will go up on... I really don't think it will go down. Something awful must happen for it to go down. Not like off characters, but something complete left turn or right turn or whatever for it to be less than 4 stars. And I found out that this is actually the favourite book out of the recommended books of the person who recommended it to me. Yeah, that makes sense. So I am on file 21 of 30. I believe 30 might not even be a chapter, or it's an epilogue. I'm not sure which. I'm just sort of judging by file size more than anything else. And I'm so excited to get back into it. So without further ado, I am going to be continuing to play RuneScape at the same time, of course, because the event is still going on. And I don't think I'll be able to finish it today, unfortunately, but I am so excited for it. Well, that was a ride. A ride and a half. But I did manage to finish it today. It's the same day, same top. So you can tell. And wow, I can't tell you anything good about it without giving you so many spoilers. But it is so good. Fully recommend. I will rate it 4.5 stars, which, bearing in mind that for my 5 stars, it means that I want to reread it again straight away. Yeah, it's really good. It was really dark at points. I literally had to pause it for a bit because I couldn't cope for a moment. I was like, I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to do a little bit that I've got to do, and then I'll continue because I can't right now. It was so good. I completely understand why it's like top of Rufy's Rex. I still have 2 more recommendations to read, so now I'm like, oh, it's going to be downhill a little bit, but okay. I feel like something lighter. I was already feeling like I might need something lighter, and then it got so dark today. But anyway, so hopefully Nothing Burns as Bright as You is a bit lighter because that's my next on the list. It's young adult, so it probably is. And I may or may not have painted my nails to match it because I wanted to paint my nails, didn't know what colour, and I thought, you know what? I don't think I've ever read a book so floppy. So that's going to be interesting too. I'm not going to start reading this right this moment because I need to get lunch and then I'm going to do a RuneScape Scream. RuneScrape Scream. No, a RuneScape stream. But I will probably start reading this tonight, or at least tomorrow. So, check in with you after that. Not after the whole book, just in a bit after I've read some. I finished it in one sitting and I loved it, which you might have gathered from the fact that I finished it in one sitting. Rating for this book is super easy because I've said many a time that my 5-star rating is when I want to start reading again from the beginning. It's a 5-star. It's a 5-star. And yeah, I could have read it again because it only took me 99 minutes or 1 hour, 6 minutes if you include the phone call that I had partway through. But I painted my nails to match a book that I read in 99 minutes. It's weird because I'm going to say that even though this is a 5-star and the Alyssa Cole one was a 4.5 star, doesn't necessarily mean that I think this one is better than the other one. It's very different, and one thing that is so very different about this one is that it's not written in prose. It is written in like poems like that the entire way through, which is so fun and it works really well. But that is something that if you don't like that sort of thing, don't pick it up, basically. It follows 2 people who are on the front cover who are about 16. It does have time lines, so there's the like story going along, and then there are flashbacks to like when they're 13 and stuff like that partway through, which do say at the top about it. I'm not sure what else I can say without giving spoilers, which is what I say all the time with books, but genuinely this is very good. It's about a relationship of 2 teenagers, 2 teenage girls, and it's complicated. Let's just say that it's complicated, and it talks right at the beginning about how one of them is like fire and the other one like water. And it's got 2 quotes that it starts with. "The cure for anything is salt water, sweat, tears of the sea," which is a quote from Karen Blixen. And "What matters most is how well you walk through the fire," which is a quote by Charles Bukowski. So, you know, water and fire. And the themes in this book are so good. Like, I could analyse this in like a school essay type thing. It was so good. So I finished 1 novel in 2 days, which I could have possibly finished in 1 if it weren't an audiobook, because it takes me less time to read the book than it does to listen to an audiobook, generally speaking. And this one in 1 day, obviously, 1 sitting. Again, unless you count the phone call interrupting the sitting, which some people do, sometimes some people don't. And they've both been so good, which, I mean, I guess you could gather from how long it took me to read them. But I mean, even if this were bad, it still could have been a quick read. I was expecting it to be a quick read, but not that quick. But I think that's because of the way it's not prose, it's poetry. Not like all rhyming poetry, it's not like that, but it's... Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so even though it is only the 4th day of the week, I am going to say that this is my reading vlog for the week, because I'm not going to very easily be able to record the next few days. So I am still going to read The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I've also borrowed an Alyssa Cole book, which I'll put on screen now. It's something like How to Find a Queen or something like that. So I will have that to read as well on my Kobo. But I will talk about that in next week's video, I'm sure. However many books I've finished, but it probably won't be a reading vlog per se. Although I do still have Make Me a Monster to read, which will probably be part of a reading vlog, possibly also part of next week's video. But yes, I recommend both of those books. If you don't like dark things, then don't read When No One Is Watching. If you don't like queer stuff, then don't read Nothing Burns As Bright As You. And as I said, this young adult, not everyone gets along with young adult, and not everyone gets along with poetry and stuff, but this has been a very good reading week so far, and hopefully it will continue. If you want to see more of it, then please subscribe for more, and like this video if you want to. Oh, so good. Okay, that's it for... Oh my gosh, I feel like this energy coming through me. That's how much I enjoyed it. 4.5 and a 5-star, both in the same video. It's amazing. And okay, as I said, subscribe if you'd like to, and maybe you'll see me in the next one. Till then, bye.